And we are off for DF3's first ever rendition of the Masters of Monaco. Jesus. As Tonin wasn't off, definitely. Cupson overtook him around the outside immediately. Now D takes the inside line. Somebody was spun around, didn't get to see who it was. I'm guessing RK as he is missing, I believe. Salami is side by side. Tonin has a worse exit than Cub and Salami. Here they go. Cupson gets no space.
Salami, mate, get out! Leave the space!
He did indeed not get the space and he's upside down. It was indeed RK who was spun around by somebody up ahead. As Ben is still leading right now. From off the restart here, Cupson trying to catch back up to the pack after his incident with Salami. Cheeses that corner. And that's Noah spun around in the middle of the track. And that might cause a safety car. People are calling for the safety car. Nothing happening though. As of just yet. A safety car is getting called up by a higher ranking member right now. And only now there is a safety car, even though a car was stuck in the middle of the track. It took an entire lap almost. Whoa, Cupson has a bit of a tank slapper out of that. Probably made some contact with the wall. Here we go for the restart, and that's Ben. Ben gets hit by RK and they're going. What is happening? This is not a safe restart. That should probably be done again. Cupson though jumps up 2 positions as K-Moy is now leading. With Tonin and Salami. And Nico just behind. Nico is a bit of a wild card to be up there. Noah now on the ass of Cupson. Nico around the outside of Salami, but he has forced Salami into a braking move and Cupson hits the back of him and then gets hit by Noah. It's a bit of a... Whoa, Ben hits him as well. To be fair, he wasn't really in a nice position there, but that's unfortunate for the Polishman. Second incident involving Cupson in this race. It's gone from bad to worse for the Polishman. Who now runs the final corner. And this is called last lap, but if we calculate the laps, we will get to lap 7 out of 8, and that's lap 8 out of 8. So something has to be wrong with the calculations of the safety car. What is happening? This is an absolute shitfest here at the first ever rendition of the Masters of Monaco in DF3. Now people are leaving the session. The session has been declared invalid. Alright, so a bit of backstory. So what happened was the laps were counted wrong, the safety car restart was screwed over. So for the first ever time it was voted to redo the safety car restart. K-Moy, however, didn't have time for this and got to eat. Some other drivers agreed upon that he should keep the win, so the winner is K-Moy. So the battle is for P2, which is a bit unorthodox to do, but this entire race was a bit of a shitfest anyways, and the organization wasn't too well anyways. You can just see what happens when I fucking drive one race. This entire server falls into a big pile of shit. Anyways, let's look at the final restart and the actual last 3 laps of the race, with Kmoy already having won. So it's a full-on restart here in Monaco, and we are off 3 more laps, and Nico is off the line worse than my ass is off the toilet seat, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, Cupson overtakes RK around the outside. Nico comes in really late. Ben was side by side with Salami, that's what I wanted to set as well. Nico now ahead of RK once again. To currently Tonin in P2 and the other Midnight Racing teammate of him, Noah in P number 4, Salami is 3, Salami in 4, then Ben in 5, 6 now as Cupson absolutely smashes him out of the way. No regards to Ben whatsoever. Now he is up into P5 fighting for P2 up ahead. Noah is defending like an absolute animal there on Salami. Absolutely closes the door like there is no tomorrow. 1.5 more laps. Cupson hits the inside barrier actually. Now he gets hit from behind as he was parked on the race line. Ben is showing up side by side with him. What the fuck was that from the Polishman? Completely misjudges turning point. No traction out of the final corner into the last lap of the race now. Ben ahead of Cubson in P5. Noah and Salami still squabbling up ahead. Ben outbreaks himself by 2.5 countries or microstates. It's really close here for P5 as it is for P3, but we can't view that battle up ahead. They are closing though, but only one more corner to go. Tonin up into P2. Kmoy has won this race. Tonin now up into P2 of the Grand Prix.
The safety car rigged almost everyone. Fuck!
The safety car did indeed almost rig everyone. And now these are the final results. It's Kmoy from Tonin, from Noah, from Salami, then Cubson, Ben in the second out of his 4 wildcard appearances this season. Then we have RK overtaking Nico in the final few corners. And then we have the Osama man himself, the man from Italy, Nico Figo. What a heck of a race, probably one of the most controversial races we have ever done, but it surely was entertaining to follow. A lot of battles up ahead, but let's get into the second race. And it's go for the Austrian GP, one of the most iconic GPs on our calendar. Now Cubson on second to last
Nico
position.
giving me speed boost. Let's go, mate!
As he indeed gets a little bit of a love tap from Nico. Some extra speed into turn 2. That's 3 wide up ahead. Nico now gets side by side with him. 2 wide and then 2 wide and then almost 2 wide. A little bit up front. A little bit more up front. 4 wide. RK in the gravel. That's Nico coming in 3 wide. Behind 3 wide ahead.
Everywhere, guys. What are they doing?
3 wide everywhere. Kmoy getting gravel on his wheels. What the fuck is happening? Absolute chaos here at the Red Bull Ring. We love to see it here at the Dutch F3. Vande though is getting away with it. That's, I believe it was RK hitting a bit too much of the inside curve. Now Kmoy has less speed than Cubson. Cubson doesn't dare it. Vande has crashed. Another guy crashed. It's absolute chaos here in the opening 2 laps of this Red Bull Ring GP here in Austria.
Yeah, let's see, by now at least 3 people have crashed out. And Nico, mate, I want to see you after the race.
Cubson definitely not happy as he crashed out again. Now the safety car is getting called, but holy damn, what a chaotic opening of this Red Bull Ring GP. Cubson probably wants to get it back ahead of Nico. They can solve that if they want to. So Nico is willing to let you by. Nico is willing to let you by. Do you think he heard your message?
I don't know, and I don't care. But that's surely called aura.
And Salami goes off the final bend, out of the final little bend here at the Red Bull Rim. Yes, Tonin up ahead. Nico had a better restart than the reigning champion Kmoy. Nico though is in the grass as RK tries to bodge his way through into turn 1. On a restart I wouldn't recommend overtaking there, even though I once overtook around the outside. A little bit of self-plug there with 04 cars. That was an amazing move from me. Self-glazing is real, as now Nico gets overtaken around the outside, but that's on the straight. Cubson has lost a lot of time up to the front of the field though, because of the battling with Nico. Cubson now here in this shot, he's back again at the field. He's on to the ass of his teammate Kmoy. A little bit curb for Kmoy. He just barges Cup off. Not a bit of a tap, and that's a tap from Cubson to Kmoy. That's not really a shocker to me. Safety car got called for that incident in the McLaren inter-team drama. Nico gives an absolute tap to Cubson. A lot of people are guessing that they can go, but they can't go. Oh my goodness, that would have been a disaster. Luckily, Kmoy has seen this and waits. Why is Kmoy in P1 though? I do not fucking know. Here we go. Final few laps here at the Red Bull Ring. Tonin defends the inside from Cubson. Cubson then takes the outside, can brake a little bit later. Tries to switch back. Tonin grabs the switchback mid-corner, and he is fighting for P3 here. Tonin wide, Tonin really wide. Barges Cup onto the grass with 2 wheels. And that's the Italian having dealt with Cup. Is Cup gonna come back at Tonin though? Absolute cinema at the Red Bull Ring this season. Last year was even more chaotic. Let's not talk about that. That was just diabolical. This is funny chaotic. Turn 1, flat out in these cars. These lightweight cars don't carry that much speed through those corners. Tonin outbrakes himself. Cupson though gets shoved into the grass. That's a bit too aggressive from the Midnight Racing man. Pushes him into his teammate actually. Is Noah gonna do anything though? No, Noah is waiting. Noah did not wait, definitely. He switchbacked him completely. Took him off guard. Two Midnight Racing guys working together to get up front. Cub, is he gonna try and switch back on Noah? The ending and dying stages of this race, he's throwing it down the inside of Cub there. Of Noah there. Cub is throwing it down the inside of Noah, but that's the finish of the Austrian GP. With Kmoy ahead of Salami, then Tonin, Cupson in P4 on the final corner ahead of Noah, then Fande, then RK, and then Nico. And I would like to thank y'all for watching these 2 highlights, and we hope to see you again at the next video or race if you are in the server, and have a great one. Bye guys.